Chia Ghana for nyina and then so beam and Asha for nyina but less media so Jumedi ya tuni din Ghana first and then Mochia me Jasper Nyako it's a topic I ever to channel very educative addition de kese wo mu pa mestre say pay attention to details then we will learn a lot na yanye bibia nzo esonko e chen nokre ha de nokre na ye kan said the da me kan no na topic I share ni say ya dwendwen ho post covid economics which is we be kan say post pandemic economics and I say post recession economics or something after say pandemic you see which is a shock economics term I say a shock as in say all of a sudden na assembly see ewo we mind bim and I say we are say afanan nyina ama yedwumadie production and everything ayabasa transactions in shutdown koso esika sema bafom enti saa niema ni free ho a te say covid-19 ba ya amanaman nyina toto o mapono mu ni adedwadie nyina nkoso sikasem nyina ayabasa but nyankopon adom me say vaccine aba o man be bra start ya bie o man mu Ghana enye sononko yenso ya biem ye di dwa ya start man panyimfo start toto niema se be ya o man ne san be gina ne na so na afi ya tumpon because ye kon rada na covid san be bom fe de o man na ya jija but I mean ye guso toto niema man panyin ne mpanyimfo ye de o mu betumi na me say o man introduce new taxes ekofa menteme ho ase kakra by through that grand ekofa fix the country now near the because ekofa say hardship near too much yentumi o man ni mo aye she petrol boy den ya toto kesika ma na wo tom 5 kilos baako adechia wo kwa 5 cd abeto so dane ma bo onye stable kwa na ekoso na ene de me bisa ne say after pandemic or after covid ne baa na achire no obi anim say niam mu ye den yeah, workers be ready mo confie because company na say firm no produce a onya sika bi amfantu aka nti twa so kofie na niam mu ye mra wa fro no abedi ni djuma aban ne nso born homoden ma free water feed the streets with some food cooked ones and uncooked ones any other agencies in bem but I'm focusing on the government because no no and I'm so no introduce taxes which some of them cry COVID tax and then I say for with 1% and then yama hood will be a what to kakra or the petrol crowd 17 pesos a toso man for kasaya na buying so yiso 8 pesos at the above from kakra now if you say after COVID no ketwa say am paying for introducing new taxes na say nkeni kwan say banisa na me say Adom Otchere ka bibi say omo ka say the aban ne ye ne ntutu ye ne taxes o introduce ni nyina na nya ne kwan so no ohu ni say omo nti post covid economics I say but in basic terms in primary economics grana the nyina ne say after a shock must the government embark on expansionary policies or contractionary policies? That is the key thing. That is the basic question. Expansionary ni say emra o man no arecess production niam nyina aba form no aye basa no ekwan be so na was aban fa so san pagya o man no edwadie mu ne sikasem mu e was say expansionary and say aba ne sa no o introduce policies a ebe ma manfo no ho ha wo mo sika beba wo mo nsem na afi nso enwuma nso ho be ha wo mo because the cost of production e be determine the profit and san na wo say okay afi de menyamfa so sei metuma afa so masi ana worker bi kura ye ka so onkotena fie no over a period of time no now no production say konanim supply konanim nti e betuma asan call e back to work. And in that case, expansionary, what every government or the economic theory says, they say you cut down taxes and you give some kind of incentives to the people because cutting down taxes is more or less what increases the people's income or disposable income. Okay, and people will have more money in their pocket, more money to spend. Let's say your income tax now bracket I would them based on your wage, Ebi a oje 1,000 Ghana every month utia let's say 10% on it which is 100 Ghana cedis na afi aban so they call 15%, which is you are going to pay 150 cedis on it into balance 850, but initially 900 cedis. So now you have less to spend, and when you have less to spend, you are not going to make more purchases, or you are going to save less. But when it comes to the consumption aspect, the whole consuming less there, it means production will go down, because firms now expect to say, oh, okay, me produce 100 bags of sugar. Na a talk ni we and I say a talk rama mini surplus. I have a negative surplus. What I do is say may increase in production. And anytime a firm decides to increase production, they will need extra labor, extra worker, extra machineries. Okay, the more on here sani man purchases a cost transactions cost na or employ workers. But here is the case. Say any panisika sem due to increase in taxes in Tinisika Bafom. Usika Samba Foma, you also say, okay, first nanka day me 10 cedi, but they say because of tax I pay Jamuntin, a day maybe 8 cedis. So that 2 cedis shortage, you know, I could do taxing, you know, go a long way to affect the production of firms. Moments will cut down production because they will get the indication, they will get the signal, say, demand abafom. What they do is say almost be reduce production, and you reduce production, they will have excess labor, and we need to lay some of the workers off. And these are times and near more dinner. Man for go fear that COVID did be a better fee a Jumasama bassa, most cases are private companies. I bring women, they need more relief, they need more incentive to boost production, to boost consumption. Senya on mine. The key secret is we have borrowed to a point that the country is saturated with debt, and so we can't continue to borrow, either being external or internal, because already almost 75% GDP is into debt, national debt. The GDP ratio to debt is 75% already. So you can't continue to borrow because a back cripple. The only thing the government can do, say, afeno. Only other sources being to obeying raise taxes, nor the hiding a financing near maybe. Fine, we will accept it, say on my freebies during the COVID. But freebies no man are buying for the enche or the nifa the mawa or the bunkumbeji. But is the time right? Don't we need some time, a year or a year and a half, and suddenly started and introduce these taxes? Because already in the more than that, entino or be a pra or no social rono. What's not the acid be guso? And ye more than it. We get the uncoso, Sikasema yedin. Now I buy some pager taxes, matches and hot children, and him more, and Ghana for so. Because I have a typical example here. UK, a finance minister, and then a budget ban. There were projections of taxes are not buying, be introduced. But or say, a bit take effect in a year or 2 time. Which means some free period of time. Recovery period of time, say economy in fan revive it. Now revive it, then they start to tax it. And they are buying the chair, say electricity, say DN or the chair, and a children no start to edge taxes. Now question I may be something say, they are introducing this is a gap will be a COVID that be creating in the budget, which is a deficit. But what is the quantum? What is the percentage? How long are we going to mobilize these new taxes to balance it or to complement that deficit now are creating? How long are we going to, what is the value? We need all these figures. We need to understand it. Okay, the Ghanaians need to know how long are we going to, this COVID tax, which is 1% or so, going to be in effect. For how long? It's going to last for a year or 2, 10 years, or it's going to last forever? No, it can't last forever because this was a temporary effect, a criteria. And so we need to know the quantum of monies the government needs to balance that. And this is what we call post-COVID economics. After pandemic, you go in for expansionary policies, not contractionary one, which is we increase taxes near the more I want to be brave, the better man for us to bear the any because at the end of the day, communication taxes are being increased, and they will push it to the consumers because tax burden, a last consumer, you bear it. Okay, and that is it. So I think it's a Adom Otchere, wherever you are, I recommend it's over here because trust me, I've answered you. And that will be BS, so we'll share media and then so be our less media. So, subscribing, let's share on your means so. enya bi nhwe na wo dwumadie bi apese odi sɛ yɛ mfonini wo twa video ayiye wedding bi anso abetuma frɛ Alert Media for na ya bedi ho dwuma agye oketu awi your numbers in the good screens na sen obetuma fa na wafrɛ na ne atwetwe nkomo yɛda obi ase me am di dwumadie ho kyia me den di Jasper nuako yɛbɛhyia da fofo makram